Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Live Highlight in the Magic City on the Highlight channel. I'm Stu Nyman. As always, I'm joined by Andrew Bleckman in spirit. So you get in the habit of just saying these things automatically without paying attention. And Andrew is actually out ill, which is significant because he never takes sick days. But I could tell by the tone of his text that he is feeling under the weather. So, first order of business is to hope that Andrew feels better quickly and gets his ass back to work. I'm a humanist. What can I say? All Mutual's wagering is now open on today's 8-game performance. Each of today's 8 games will offer win, play, show, Quinel, exacta, and trifecta wagers. We have a daily double that begins in game 1. To play the daily double, correctly pick the winners of games 1 and 2. We have 2 pick 3s, an early pick 3 and a late pick 3. Early pick 3 is games 2, 3, and 4. Late pick 3, games 6, 7, and 8. We then have the most popular wager here at Magic City Pelota, the High Five. High Five is a pick 5 wager. Correctly pick the winners of games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If you do so correctly and have the only ticket that does so, you will cash in on the High Five for today. Online wagering is available at watchandwager.com, or if you're in the state of Connecticut, mywinners.com. However, placing a bet not necessary in order to enjoy today's action. We have no scratches in the program. Today's program is entirely scratch-free. We have 1 scratch in the announcer's booth, but that won't affect the wagering. With all that in mind, we ask you to make your wagers as early as possible within scheduled post times, and sit back and relax. Post time for game 1, and our daily double is now just over 7 minutes away. Andrew, how are you? I will now be playing the role of Andrew Bleckman. Stu, I'm fine. Really good. Thanks. Had a nice weekend. Had some nice stuff. Had my coffee. Had a couple food deliveries. Played some golf. It was a good day. How about you? Fine, Andrew. Thanks for asking. Appreciate it. 8 minutes to go before we begin our first game. See? Someone who's been with Highlight for years mistook my not very aggressive imitation of Andrew. I could do a better Andrew if I concentrated, but there's a lot going on right now. Kind of alone back here, like all by myself. And lots going on, so I don't have time to focus on my Andrew Bleckman imitation, but I can tell you that I do miss him. I do miss Andrew. For folks who have thought that I've been too hard on him over the years, which I have been pleasantly hard on him to the point where he's become a solid announcer and a huge benefit to the program overall. Some of the stuff he's done with Battle Court has just been excellent, and admittedly stuff that is beyond my scope. And that's all very sincere. Once again, we have no scratches in today's performance, but we do have a video that we play. If I'm not mistaken, this video talks about playing Highlight.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
And And there it is, everything you need to know about Spectacular 7 scoring. Five minutes to go before we begin today's performance. Hard to believe that we're already winding down the Pelota portion, whereas the battle court part is getting actually very exciting. This is the part where Andrew would typically go over a bunch of what I find to be mind-numbing statistics, but I understand that's a big part of the program. So battle court people still competing, try to get into the fourth playoff spot. Pelota, we will finish a week from tomorrow. So we have 1:30 today, 1:30 tomorrow, then again next week, 1:30 on Monday and 1:30 on Tuesday. Looking into the chat, Steve M, greetings. How are you? Mr. Kinchman, greetings. Jason, good to see you. Saw you in the chat for Benny's pre-opener. Highlight, greetings. Rostock, good afternoon. Hope Andrew feels better. So do I. Highlight, hope they do more with the Pelota games next season. We'll see. Mo Crank, will we have a guest announcer for Battle Court? Yeah, that's a distinct possibility. I don't think it's going to be Scott, but we may be able to hook. So first of all, Andrew's telling me that he thinks that he'll be okay to come in for Battle Court, but we want him to feel better. So if that involves staying in bed all day, that's what he should do. So we can maybe hook Lindsay, and it's always fun when we have Lindsay join us to keep score. Jedden was a good announcer. Wow. Okay. I'll pass that compliment on. Yes, he was. Jatna77, how evenly matched are Goanaga and Manny? Wow, looking forward to Benny versus Goanaga. How evenly matched? Jatna, you got an eye for a highlight? We have less than 2 minutes to begin our first game. And again, I am flying solo. So there will be some videos, but we're not going to do videos. We're not going to do all videos because there's a little something I want to talk about between games 2 and 3. Had a wonderful conversation with not just a longtime super fan of Highlight, but someone who's been following Magic City for a while now and has quite a history himself in Highlight. We're talking a little bit about Robert Schwartz, who I had the pleasure of speaking with the other day. Learned all about how he got into and how he founded and ran Connecticut Amateur Highlight, which was right up the street from Milford. Less than a minute to go for placing all wagers in Game 1 and the Daily Double. And also, folks, whenever there's one of us here, you can expect just a slight delay while we write down the prices before we announce the prices. Got to get them written, so we got to get them recorded, so we can get them recorded. Then we get them announced, and then we move on. That's basically how it works. We do appreciate your patience in that regard. And yes, our friends to the north will be opening soon. This week, I believe. Time, let's begin. We're ready to begin game one. It is a spectacular 7 doubles match. Played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. No scratches in game one. No scratches affecting the daily double. No scratches in today's performance. Serving, red shirt of post 1, Juice and Arta. Receiving in the blue of post 2 is Cool Fitness and Kubala. Juice serves. We begin. In and out of the cesta, the ball goes. Point 2. 2-team first up on the board in our first game. And I'll bring to the court the white shirts of post 3. Here's Bueno in Tennessee. Greetings from Germany. Good to hear from Germany. I very sincerely hope that you enjoy today's highlight action. Don't forget, we play now, and then we'll be back at 5 p.m. with Battle Court. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's a backhand by Kubala. Tennessee with the catch. Backhand from the 11 line. Kubala at the back wall. Fine catch. Nice backhand. Ball tipped. Point 2. 2-team has 2 points. That'll bring to the court the green shirts of post 4. Ikeda and Elbarba. Ikeda will pick the serve on the forehand. Sends it straight back. Robote, that rebound off the back wall. Went right over Ikeda's head. Death ball 2024. Point 4. I remember to get the year right. It was. Receiving the black shirts, post 5. We have Flores in the front court with Ben in the back. What? What do you mean exactly? Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Ben's there. Ben from the 9 line. Ball tipped in the backcourt, point 5. Receiving, post 6. The yellow shirts receive. Here are CRB and Gallo. Here's a backhand by Gallo, powerfully thrown. Ben's there. Ben from the forehand. Gallo saves the rebote. Flores on the left side, backhand to the inside. Gallo's there. Backhand from the 10 line. Rebote, left side. Big bounce. Ben's going to look for the rebote under the bridge. Not enough there to play. Point 6. Pink shirts of post 7. Jedden and Cabrera receive. Cabrera on the catch. There's the backhand. Scoop tipped, point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive purple shirts of post 8. We have Andrew Luck and Bragley. Ragley moving up on the ball, tipped it at the 8 line, point 7. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, red at post 1, Juice and Arta. There's the backhand by Arta. Powerfully thrown. Robote forehand missed by Jedden at the 7 line. Point 1. Juice is now serving to the white shirts of post 3. Bueno in Tennessee. Here's the backhand by Tennessee. Arta's there. Arta on the backhand. Robote forehand by Bueno. Arta on the backhand. That ball goes up and hits the overhead screen, which is out of play. Point 1. One on the board with 4 points. Here's post 2, Cool Fitness and Kubala. Kubala advances. Here's the backhand from the 8 line. Wall to wall, out to the Robote. Juice is there. Kubala, forehand over the top. Juggling on the catch of Juice. Ball bounced in the basket. Not allowed. Point 2. Two team has 4 points. Receiving the 4 posts, the green shirts. Ikeda and Elbarba. Backhand by Elbarba. Kubala on the catch. Kubala goes deep. Elbarba, fine catch on the forehand. Hard throw. Crossing the wall. Kubala's there. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Caught by Cool Fitness. Elbarba reaches up. Fine catch. Big right side from the 13 line, and Kubala's there. Juggling on the catch of Kubala. Point 4. 4 on the board with 3 points. Here's post 5. Flores and Ben. Here's the backhand by Ben. Low bullet to the inside. Elbarba, great catch deep in the backcourt. Robote comes right up the middle. Ikeda, forehand Robote. Ben, quite the catch, pulling it off the side wall. Ikeda takes it in the air. Backhand from the 8. Here's the backhand by Ikeda. Wall to wall. Robote coming out. Point 4. Possible game point for the green shirts of post 4. Ikeda and Elbarba, they have 5 points. Trying to stop them. Yellow post 6, CRB and Gallo. Gallo on the catch. Here's the backhand. Ikeda comes cross court, makes a fine grab at the 9 line. Gallo's there. Robote, forehand by Ikeda to the inside. Here's Gallo. Ikeda calls for the bote. That was dropping. Got him. Point and game post 4. Ikeda and Elbarba. 4 wins it. 1 serves to 2. This is a playoff 4. Second and third place. There's the backhand by Kubala. Arta's there. Arta on the backhand. Low to the inside. Here's Kubala. Excellent catch by Kubala. Backhand from the 10 line. Scoop by Arta. 2-all. Stop, but not held on to. 1 places, 2 shows. Unofficial order finish, 4-1-2. Your price will be up in a moment. And there are your prices from our first game. $2 Quinella. 1-4, 32.60. Trifecta 4-1-2, 192 even. $2 wager on 4 to win, 13.80. The first half of the Daily Double. First half of the Daily Double is number 4. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 2. It is a spectacular 7 doubles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. There are no scratches for Game 2. There are no scratches in today's performance. Game 2 will begin the early pick 3 for today. To play the pick 3, correctly pick the winners of games 2, 3, and 4. Post time for Game 2 is now just over 6 minutes away. Before we move on to Game 2, there is a video that explains a spectacular 7 scoring. Take it away.
The main rule of highlight is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in highline. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a highlight player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
We are back. We are back. Once again, we are Sans Andrew. And missing him dreadfully. Game 2 up next. It begins. The early pick 3. To play the pick 3, correctly pick the winners of games 2, 3, and 4. Let's see what's going on over here in the chat. Stu, I read that Joey was the first one to start throwing shots frequently, and it was frowned upon. Is that true? Excellent question. So, yes, one of the major transitions that took place in highlight did take place in the early to mid-70s. Prior to that, highlight players basically catching and throwing. There were shots. There just weren't shots as frequently as there were in the Joey era. Specifically, a front quarter looking to pick the serve and throw a costado 2-all. And shots off of the costado also not as common as, like a good carom or cortada. Players with Players with powerful forehands really owned the day prior to Joey coming in. And then at that same time, you have a number of facilities that are openings. Well, not a number of facilities. You got Orbea's Amateur, and then North Miami Amateur Highline. You have the Miami Highline School teaching there, and the first teacher for the Miami Highline School was Epifanio Saez. And Epi had played much beloved figure in Highline, Epifanio was a gentleman. He was the ball maker at Miami, but he was also the first teacher in the Miami Highline School. And he's the one who really showed Joey and others how to play in a little bit more of aggressive highlight. So was it frowned upon? I can't say that it was really frowned upon. It was foreign, and anything new, certainly as we've experienced here at Magic City, anything new in highlight takes a little bit to catch on. But the game did change. The game did change fundamentally after Joey and a group of other Americans came in and really started looking to take the serve and kill it right away. And also the thing with Joey that, Rebote was mostly defensive when it went over your opponent's heads. So strong players who could get the ball to the back wall, you could throw shots off the rebote. They weren't that common, but Joey was as lethal off of the rebote as he was off of the front wall. There's some great partidos with Joey and Bolivar where you actually see Joey giving Bolivar's backquarter fits. Because the ball went over his head, no problem. If it was coming out to the rebote, he could snap a 2-all. I used to joke around and say that Joey could snap a 2-all sitting on the bench in the cage. I think he could. About a minute and a half before we begin Game 2. Once again, no scratches in Game 2. Game 2 is scratch-free.
How are you?
I'm good, Inaki. How are you?
Wow.
Yeah, freezing. Yeah.
On Saturday.
We're ready to begin game number 2. It is a spectacular 7 doubles match played at 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Up first and serving, red shirts post 1. Flores and Ben receiving blue post 2. Cabrera is in the back for Jedden. Flores serves. We begin. Backhand by Cabrera to the inside. Rebote forehand. Jed moves in but lets it pass. Cabrera makes a tough catch off the wall. Flores, rebote save, high. Scoop, miss, point 1. Receiving the white shirts post 3, we have Andrew Luck and Bragley. Andrew Luck moves in. Here's the backhand from the 4 line. Well thrown. Big right side by Bragley, right up the middle. Flores chipped the ball into Ben. Ouch. Point 3. Green shirts post 4, CRB and Gallo receive. CRB takes a serve, releases it quickly. Bragley's there. Robote, that clipped the wall. Andrew Luck has it on the forehand. Powerful right side, scoop by CRB. Gallo on the catch, overhead, backhand from the 9 line. Beautiful catch by Bragley. Point 3. 3 with 2 points. Here's black shirts post 5. Bueno in Tennessee. Backhand by Tennessee, powerfully thrown. Good catch by Bragley. Clean miss in the backcourt. Bragley from the 11 line. Tennessee in the corner comes up with a great grab on the wall at the 13. Scoop by Bueno. Bragley, Bote Corredo, long carom. My, oh my, that scores. Point 3. 3 on the board, 3 points. Here are the yellow shirts post 6. Ikeda and El Barba. El Barba moves into position. Here's the backhand, powerfully thrown. Caught by Bragley. Ikeda calls for it. Ikeda puts it inside. Here's Bragley. Beautiful catch by El Barba. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Andrew Luck's there. Andrew Luck to the inside. Robote forehand. Big right side by Bragley. Robote forehand. Out of play. Point 6. Receiving, pink shirts at post 7. Cool Fitness in the front court with Kubala in the back. Here's the backhand by Kubala. Robote forehand by Ikeda. Cool Fitness is there. Ikeda takes it on the bounce at the 9 line. Back to the inside. In and out of the cest it goes. Point 6. 6 with 2 points. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirts post 8, we have Juice and Arta. Backhand by Arta, powerfully thrown. Arta fine catch overhead, backhand from the 8 line. Rebote coming way out. Arta now from the 9 line to the inside. Keita calls for it. Forehand Rebote, high to the front wall. Arta catches it midcourt. Fine catch by Albarba. Albarba right up the middle. Juice is there. Beautiful catch by Arta. That 2-all is beautifully caught. Excellent effort by Ikeda. Held on to it just a little too long. 0.8. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups were 2 points now through the end of the game. Jedden and Cabrera first to return in the second round. All points are now double. There's backhand by Cabrera. Arta's there. Arta from the 12 line. Backhand 2-all. Caught in the air by Jedden. Jedden with a light touch. Juice gets there, snags it. That ball clears the overhead screen. Point 8. One receives. Flores and Ben. Split placement will score. That's well thrown by Ben, 0.1. Wong with 3 points. Here's the green shirts opposed 4. CRB and Gallo. Yes, post. Yes, post 4. Here's the backhand by Gallo. Rebote left side. Gallo has it on the forehand at the 12 line. Forehand to the inside. Ben at the back wall. Great catch over the top. CRB stops it on the bounce. Flores, good catch at the 8 line. Big backhand. That scores. 0.4. Four serves the black shirt, post 5. Bueno in Tennessee. Bueno picks the serve. Backhand by Gallo. Low runner to the inside. Scooped up beautifully by Tennessee. Backhand by Tennessee. That ball touched the pad, and the pad is bad. 0.5. Five has 2, 3 has 3. Anderluck and Bragley receive. Here's Bragley from the 10 line. Powerful throw. Stopped by Bueno. Rebote forehand. Bueno's there. Costalo 2-all. Stopped by Anderluck. Anderluck blasted inside. Stopped by Tennessee. What a bounce that took. Bragley grabs it overhead. Here's the catch. And the return by Bueno. Excellent catch by Bueno midcourt. Big backhand. Rebote coming out. Bueno on the backhand from the 9 line. Point 3. Possible game point. White shirts post 3. Anderluck and Bragley trying to stop them. Cool Fitness and Kubala. Here's the backhand by Kubala. Rebote forehand saved by Anderluck. Kubala on the backhand. Bragley, fine catch. Oh, what a catch by Kubala. Anderluck, backhand from the 8 line. Rebote left side, beautifully thrown by Cool Fitness. Powerful throw. Ball tipped, point 3. Point in game, post 3. Anderluck and Bragley. 3 wins it, 8 serves to 1. This is a playoff for second and third. Ben on the backhand, powerfully thrown. Arta overhead, great catch. Here's the backhand. Ben's there. Ben on the backhand. Catch by Arta. Arta from the forehand. Drop shot. Flores read it, stopped it. Returns a 2-all that caught the pad. 8 places. One places, 8 shows. Flores 8 places, 1 shows. Thank you, JR. 3-8-1, the official order of finish. Three, 8-1, the official order finish for game number 2. $2 on 3 to win, $30.20. $2 Quinella 3-8, $97.40. The trifecta 3-8-1, $449.40. Early daily double, only daily double. 4-3, $20.80. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game 3. Game 3 does begin the high five for today. The high five is a pick 5 wager. Correctly pick the winners of games 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If you do so correctly and have the only ticket that does so, you'll cash in on the high five with its $2,000 guarantee. Post time for game 3 in the high five, now just 6 minutes away. Good luck. Anthony, I'm going to stay on, okay? No long video. So, folks, every now and then I have an opportunity to meet with different people from within the highlight community that go way back, and sometimes people who played a significant role in highlight by history kind of fall into the hinterlands. I remember one time having the 75th anniversary of Miami Highlight with a number of players, some of whom had played back to the 1930s. And Chamella had been invited, but he wasn't comfortable coming on stage. And I was walking through the audience, and sure enough, there he was, sitting in the audience. Had the most pleasant opportunity of speaking with one Robert Schwartz. And Robert has held actually a fairly significant position in the history of Jai-Alai here in the United States. Back in the 70s, when Jai-Alai made its way to Connecticut, he saw it in Bridgeport. Bridgeport had a phenomenal roster of players. So, like so many of us, despite the fact that his main job was teaching, would go on to get a PhD in Spanish, he took to playing Jai-Alai wherever he could. Actually got in touch with a player at the time, Charlie Hernandez, and realized that some people were using a lacrosse ball at a YMCA. He got the idea of what it would take to put together an amateur facility. And so he is the founder. Robert Schwartz founded, along with a group of others, a close-knit group of small investors, with Robert as being the motivating force, Milford Amateur Jai-Alai. He had made a trip down before that, seeing what amateur facilities did exist, and of course caught Orbea's Amateur Jai-Alai here in Miami, and of course North Miami Amateur. And Charlie was, of course, interested in building an amateur facility. The thing that makes the story neat is that he was able to get the financing together to build the facility and handed out flyers to get people interested, and eventually got 100 people interested in playing amateur Jai-Alai there in Milford, starting about somewhere 1978, 1979 at 13 Research Drive. But where is he going to get cestas and balls? Actually made a trip to Spain, speaking fluent Spanish and a bit of Basque. Was able to get a hookup for cestas with Justo Oyarzabal in the Philippines. That's where he was able to get his cestas. He was able to get a fronton built, and that's where a number of the American amateurs learned to play in Connecticut. Same thing that was going on down here in Miami. They were playing at North Miami Amateur. Some people play, of course, at the different frontons throughout Florida. In fact, all the way through 1988, when management of the three frontons in Connecticut, Bridgeport, Milford, and Hartford, would come down and take a look and see what type of talent was available to bring into their facilities. Just like all the other amateur facilities, except of course for the one court remaining here in Miami, made it through the 90s, but unfortunately not beyond. So fantastic, just sitting back and speaking to Robert for, my goodness, probably like 45 minutes. Sorry I wasn't able to take his call sooner. Right now Robert's watching us from Brooklyn, where he's always lived. We make the drive out to his place in Connecticut to play Jai-Alai. It's really a beautiful story. Made the trip to Spain. And I'm seeing folks here in the chat talking about Hernandez, who wore number 14 at Bridgeport, and Steve Rostock as he's known, thanking Charlie and Roberto's family for everything they did at AAJA Milford. Every now and then people get lost, especially after their businesses have closed. Not to forget also Howie's still out there, no longer with Jai-Alai, but still very much with us. So let's not forget those people who got American amateurs an opportunity to get court time and to play. And then Highline moved on without them, as it's prone to doing. Many thanks to Robert Schwartz, his family. Robert, thanks for having the conversation with me. I appreciate it. And like to think that for everyone who came before in Highline, who opened those amateur facilities in the 70s and 80s, led to what we're doing now, American Highline. Thank you very much.
All right.
We're ready to begin our next game. We're ready to begin game 3. It is a spectacular 7 singles match, played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Game 3 also begins the high 5. No scratches affecting game 3 or the high 5. Jen serves. We begin. Here's a backhand by Tennessee to the inside. That's going to tap. Good read by Tennessee. Tennessee throws the drop shot that scores. 1-2. Tennessee first up on the board here in our third game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt to post 3, CRB. Here's a backhand by CRB. Robote to the inside. Scoop attempt, miss, point 2. Receiving, green shirt to post 4, and a look. Yeah, if anyone's in the chat who had experience with American Amateur Highline, or got a start up there, who has some fond memories, go ahead and throw it in the chat. Robert doesn't participate in the chat, but I think you can see it. Point 2. Tennessee now serves the black shirt to post 5, Baragley. Good to hear, Highline. Mr. Chum, welcome back. Always good to see you. Here's Baragley from the 11 line. Powerful forehand to the inside. Scoop by Tennessee. Baragley high on the forehand at the 9 line. For Bote left side, right up the middle. That scores. Point 2. 2 with 4 points. Here's post 6. The yellow shirt receives. Number 25, Kubala. Michel Brunel sounds like a good memory. Yeah, Charlie played during my father's era. Here's a backhand by Kubala, powerfully thrown right to the corner, out to the rebote, up, and away. That is out of play. Too much and too little control for Tennessee. Point 6. Pink, post 7. Here's Ben. Kubala looks for the rebote. 2-all. Ben was waiting for it. Takes it on the forehand. Powerful right side. Backhand. Karam. Ben gets out there. That ball was dropping. Juggling on the catch of Ben. Got it and bobbled it. Then complimented the judge on calling it. We love that. Point 6. Purple shirt to post 8 here now to complete the first round. Receive Cabrera. Rebote forehand by Kubala. My, oh my, Costello 2-all. Thrown sharply to score, 0.8. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First return, post 1, Jedden. Here's a backhand by Jedden. Cabrera's there. Here's the backhand from the 10 line. Robote. Point 8. 8 with 3 points, serving in the 3 posts, CRB. Highlight, that was mentioned as well, that folks played at a Kmart in Springfield, Mass. Wherever you could find a wall to throw the ball. There's something about highlight. Not everybody gets the bug, but those who do, man, it's beautiful to play. Not like CRB dropping it there, but he usually plays it pretty good. Point 8. Straight points to a possible game point here for the purple post 8. Cabrera trying to stop him. Anderluck. Anderluck from the forehand. Hard throw. Stopped by Cabrera. Cabrera back to the inside. It's going to be a tough one. It scores. Point in a perfect game. Post 8, Cabrera. No playoff here. 2 places, 6 shows. 8-2-6 is the unofficial order finish for Game 3. We'll have your prices up in just a moment. There it is. Prices have been up 8-2-6 for Game 3. $2 wager on 8 to win, 820. $2 Quinella 2845.80. Trifecta 826 203.80. Up next, Game 4. Game 4 closes the early pick 3. There are no scratches and post time. Now just less than 7 minutes away. Good luck. Outside placement scores for Arat. Ball taking an odd bounce off the back wall. El Barba advances, takes it on the bounce to the 4 line. Outside placement. Placed outside, well to score. Catch. Key to the inside, low and hard. Kabbalah, nice grab with the 11 line. Outside placement scores for Ikeda. Backhand by Aratz. Benny's there. Here's backhand by Benny. Wall to wall. Rotate forehand, drop shot. Benny gets there, stops it. Outside placement, scores. Manny on the catch. Pika. Stopped by Aratz. Drop shot by Aratz. Manny takes off. He gets there. Rifles it outside to score. Backhand by Anderluck. Catch by Bragley. Backhand by Bragley. That clears the overhead screen. Anderluck outside placement of the forehand rebote is in. One. Hello. Tennessee's there. Kabbalah moving out to the 5 line to turn the rebote. Outside placement scores. Here's the backhand by Manu again. Rebote forehand. Outside placement of the forehand rebote scores. Here's a catch by Benny. Backhand by Gaucheri. In, pointing. And those were the best outside placements. Some of the best outside placements we've seen here at Magic City and, of course, Battle Court, as assessed by one Andrew Bleckman, who is feeling under the weather, which is why you've been hearing me ramble on the microphone. It's good to see lots of people talking about American Amateur Highlight. I'm hoping that Robert's able to read the comments. And yes, I was there one time in 1988. It had nothing to do with the strike or anything like that. I was in boarding school in Connecticut and hadn't played for a while. Went down there and remember walking in, had the hardball court, or what we used to call the hardball court, but the long court, which Robert described, 150 feet on the right-hand side. Time, let's begin. And then a rubber ball court and plastic ball court on the left. With that, time to begin game 4. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our 4th game. It is a spectacular 7. Singles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving. Red shirt, post 1, CRB. Receiving in the blue, post 2, Ikeda. Here's the serve. We begin. CRB on the backhand. Bote forehand by Ikeda. Well played. CRB's there. Drop shot. Ikeda gets there. He's got the 3 line. Low and hard to the inside. No stopping that one. Point 2. Receiving the white shirt of post 3, Ben. I have no... Robote forehand by Ikeda. Ben makes the catch. Big right side by Ikeda. That goes wall-to-wall and clears. Robote 2-all. Well thrown by Ben. Stopped by Ikeda. Ikeda quickly comes over the top. What a catch by Ben at the 12 line. Robote forehand. Back to the inside. That's well thrown by Ben. Dropping. Ikeda makes the save on the Robote. 2-all thrown sharply to score. Ben played that point beautifully, as did Ikeda. Point 3. Green shirt at post 4. Anderluck receives. Big right side by Anderluck. Ben looks for the Robote. Scoop attempt tip, point 3. 3 with 2 points. Ben will now serve to the black shirt of post 5. Manny. Robote left side. Catch by Manny. Karam. Hit the pad, and the pad is bad. Point 3. Three with 3 points. Here's post 6. Number 69, Iñaki. Why? Why? It's Ben. Why? Beautiful catch by Iñaki. That ball was crossing the sidewall and dying. Rotate forehand, right in the middle of the court. Iñaki has it, winds up. Costado to the inside to score. Well thrown, point 6. Receiving the pink of post 7, Julian. Here's a backhand by Julian. Robote coming out. Scoop by Iñaki. Backhand from the 9 line. Iñaki from the 8 to the inside. Robote forehand. Iñaki on the catch. Costello 2-all scores. 0.6. Here now to complete the first round and receive. Purple shirt to post 8. Gallo. Under serve, 0.8. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, the red to post 1, CRB. Here's a backhand by CRB. Robote forehand saved by Gallo at the side wall. Well done. CRB's there, winding up. 2-all. Is in. Well thrown. 0.1. Ikeda receives. Blue post 2. Powerful forehand by Ikeda. Catch by CRB. CRB on the backhand. Robote forehand. CRB tipped it on the run. 0.2. 3 points for the 2 posts receiving the green and post 4. Anderluck. Ball tipped off the serve, 0.2. Possible game point for Ikeda. Trying to stop him, number 60, Manny. Here's a backhand by Manny. Manny looks for the Robote on the left side, makes the save. Ikeda attacks up the 3 line, sends it back. Beautiful Robote save by Manny. Ikeda switches from left to right, hard to the inside. That will score on the second bounce point, and game post 2. Ikeda. 2 wins it, 3 places, 6 serves to 1. This is for 3rd place. Also called show. That serve will score for Inaki. 6 shows. Unofficial order finished 236. Your prices will be up in a moment. 2-3-6, the official order finish for game number 4. $2 wagered on 2 to win, 10-20. Quinella 2-3, 22-60. Trifecta 2-3-6, 177 even. Early pick 3, 3-8-2, 3 of 3 numbers, returning 149.40. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game 5. This is a spectacular 7. Doubles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. There are no scratches in game 5. Post time. Now just a little bit more than 6 minutes away. Good luck. Drop shot. Hyro, what happened? Rebote forehand. Beautiful catch by Bueno. Rebote forehand to the inside. Scoop by Bueno. Drop shot. Beautifully executed by Bueno. Here's the backhand by Nicholas. Catch by Iñaki. Drop shot. Will score.
Bradley on the bounce, outside placement attempt. Stopped by Anderluck. Anderluck, his carom, lands in. Bradley's going to get out to it. He returns a drop shot. My, oh my.
Scoop by El Barba. Backhand to the inside. That's well thrown. Excellent catch by Flores. Here's El Barba. Drop shot. Scores on the second bounce. There's a backhand by Bueno. Scoop by Bueno. Cortada, stopped by Carballo. Drop shot by Carballo. Beautifully executed and scoring. Rebote to the inside. This one caught near by Hyro. Hyro on the backhand. Rotate forehand. Hyro on the catch. Drop shot by Hyro. Scores on the second bounce. Rotz, forehand rotated pass, dropping. Rotate left side by Rotz. Gaucheri attacks, has it. Wow, that was beautiful. Outside placement read by Aratz. Aratz, read by Manu. Backhand by Manu, lower and harder. Bote, place to the inside. Manu's there, winding up. Drop shot. That was perfect. By Aratz. There's the backhand. Gauchetti's there. Aratz commits to the backcourt. Here's the backhand from the 12 line. Gauchetti from the 10. Long drop shot. Aratz will not get there. Some of our best drop shots in 2024. 2 minutes to go. A little less than 2 minutes to go. Still people interacting with the chat nicely. I'm very glad to know that Robert was watching, maybe reading your comments. But absolutely, it's important to recognize how highlight's been able to make its way here in the United States for the last 100 years. And the amateur programs started by people with nothing but passion. Same thing with the folks out on the west coast of Florida. All the sweat equity and equity that went into building America's first public outdoor court, municipal public outdoor court. Inaki serves. Game 5 has begun. Backhand by Ben. Inaki from the 7 line. Backhand to the inside. Gauchetti. Here's a backhand. Here's a backhand by Ben. Julian now from the 10 line to the inside. Backhand by Julian. Gauchetti winding up midcourt. Hard throw to the inside. Julian's there. Robote left side. Julian powerful forehand. Caught by Ben at the 12 line. Ben high on the left side. Backhand comes from the 13 line. Caught by Julian. Robote. Here's a backhand by Ben. Sure, he's looking for Bote at the 9 line, puts it inside. Catch by Julian. Powerful backhand, caught by Julian. Backhand to the inside. Backhand by Julian. Costado 2-all, red end stopped by Inaki. Inaki's play to the inside. Tough catch by Ben at the back wall. That forehand hit the overhead screen, point 1. Inaki and Julian ready to post 1. First up on the board here in our 5th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirts of post 3, Ikeda and Aratz. And for Mr. Howard, who just came in, winning game 4 was post 2 Ikeda. It was 2-3-6. Here's a catch by Julian at the 13 line. High and hard to the front wall. Aratz is there. Backhand by Aratz. Robote to the inside. Beautiful catch by Julian. Robote forehand. Ikeda takes it in the air at the 9 line. Hard throw, crossing the side wall. Julian is there. Powerful backhand. Ikeda, forehand Robote. Inaki's on it, winds up. Split placement. Played to score. Well thrown, point 1. 2 points for the 1 team, receiving the green shirts of post 4. Alex and Urbieta. Backhand by Urbieta. Julian from the 12 line. Hard to the inside. Robote, that's the rebound off the back wall. Inaki makes the catch mid-court. Dropped it on the backswing, point 4. Black shirts, post 5 receive. Here's Bueno and Nicholas. Here's the backhand. Hard throw to the inside. Backhand by Nicholas. Rotate forehand by Bueno. Urbieta backhand from the 9 line. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Bueno. Taken on the forehand of Urbieta. Picada cut off by Bueno. There's a backhand by Urbieta. Nicholas backhand from the 12 line. Bueno on the catch. Fake the 2-all, puts it back inside. Urbieta saves the Robote. Bueno will take it on the bounce at the 5 line. Low and hard to the inside. What a catch by Urbieta. There's the backhand. Nicholas picks it up. Backhand from the 12. Backhand escapes. Low, 0.5. Bueno will now serve to the yellow shirts post 6. Here's the team of CRB and Manu. Manu has it on the Robote, straight to the inside. Nicholas is there. Backhand by Manu. Manu to the inside. Nicholas is there. What a catch by Manu on the wall. Big backhand by Nicholas. Catch by Manu. What a catch by Manu in the corner, reaching up on the right side. Bueno, backhand. Manu again at the 13. Outside placement. Stopped by Bueno. CRB on the left side. Placement inside. Red and stopped by Nicholas. Here's the backhand. Amazing scoop by Manu at the 13 line on the side wall. Rebote up the middle. Stopped in the front court by Bueno. Bueno's 2-all. Stopped, but not held on to. 0.5. Well played point by all 4 players. 0.5. Pink, post 7. Jairo and Benny receive. Here's the backhand by Benny. Powerfully thrown. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand. Scoop by Nicholas, and a powerful backhand follows. Here's Benny. Benny from the 13 line. There's a backhand by Benny. Bueno's there. Bueno on the backhand. Ball tipped. 0.5. 5 with 3 points. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirts, post 8. That's Douglas and Manny. Manny on the backhand from the 9 line. Nicholas is there. Nicholas on the backhand from the 11 line. Powerful backhand by Nicholas, caught and returned by Manny. Manny sends it right to the corner, and Nicholas is there. Douglas from the 9 line. Robote. Forehand. Caught by Manny. Manny over the top to the outside. Catch by Bueno. Bueno rifles it back. Douglas stops it. Off the bounce at the 7 line. Beautiful catch by Nicholas. Nicholas calls for the ball, makes the catch at the 8 line. Douglas, Rebote, keeps it inside. Nicholas takes it on the bounce. Backhand. Rebote left side by Douglas. Backhand by Bueno. Manny makes the catch at the 11 line. Wall to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand, low and hard. This one caught by Manny. Beautiful catch by Nicholas. There's the backhand. Good read by Nicholas. Good return. Douglas turns to save the Rebote. He makes a play. Nicholas, right side to the inside. Manny turning to save the Rebote. He does. Here's Bueno backpedaling to the 8 line. Sends it back. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Bueno cuts it off at the 6. Robote. Scoop by Nicholas. Manny in the corner on the forehand. Comes out. Big pass. Picada. Excellent effort by Nicholas. Well played. 0.8. The A team gets the last point of the first round. All matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return, the blue post 2. Go Sherry and Ben. Robote forehand. Douglas is attacking, takes it on the bounce at the 3 line. Hard throw. What a catch by Ben. Manny looking for the Robote. Drops it to the inside. Tough catch at the side wall by Gaucheri. That ball was floating. Robote left side by Douglas. Costalo. Ben. Juggling on the catch. Ben. 0.8. 8 with 3 points, serving to the 3 post. The white shirts return, Ikeda and Aratz. There's a backhand by Aratz. Backhand by Manny. Aratz on the backhand. Big backhand by Ikeda. Douglas comes out to the 5 line to make the play. Forehand clears the overhead screen off the Robote. Here's Manny. Manny over the top. Ikeda cuts it off. Backhand from the 6. Manny's there. Robote saved by Douglas. Ikeda attacks. He's at the 5 line. Outside placement. Scoop by Douglas. Douglas Cortada scores. 0.8. Straight points to a possible game point for Douglas and Manny. Trying to stop them are Inaki and Julin in the red of post 1. Backhand by Julin. Manny's there. Manny, forehand. Beautiful catch by Julin, high on the left side. Big backhand follows. Rotate forehand by Douglas. Caught by Julin on the right side. Manny overhead. Julin. Here's Manny. Inaki cuts it off. Backhand on the wall the whole way. Out to the Robote, saved by Douglas. Julin calls for the ball. Powerful forehand. Douglas gets in there, makes it difficult. Robote. Inaki cuts it off. Lost control of it. That is point and a perfect game. Purple shirts of post 8. Douglas and Manny. No playoff here. 5 places, 1 shows. 8-5-1 is the official order of finish. Unofficial order of finish for game 5. Your price will be up in a moment. There are your prices. 8-5-1, the official result for Game 5. $2 Quinella 5-8, 43.60. Trifecta 8-5-1. That's first, second, and third place finishing. That's finishing. 553.80. Cello wager on 8 to win, returning 17.20. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, our feature singles game. Game 6, played 2, 7 points, with points doubling after the first round of play. There are no scratches in Game 6. Game 6 does begin the late pick 3. To play the late pick 3, correctly pick the winners of Games 6, 7, and 8. Once again, no scratches and post time. Just over 6 minutes away. Good luck. Low and hard. What a catch by Correa, pulling it off the side wall. Karam scores. Inside. Backhand by Tennessee. Powerfully thrown. Caught by Ben. Wonky bounce. Picked up in the front court by Bueno. Outside placement. Scooped up by Ikeda. Last second scoop worked for Bragley. Here's Gauchetti. Outside placement stopped by Nyaki. Karam by Nyaki scores. Robote left side. One-handed Robote save by Carballo. Douglas 2-all. Is in. Beautiful catch by Douglas. There's the backhand from the 9. Robote coming out. Robote left side. Beautiful catch by Nicholas. Ball gets in there to make the grab in the backcourt. Manu from the 11 line. Robote saved by Douglas. Here's the catch by El Barba. El Barba's 2-all. Thin. Right side, stopped by Bragley. Drilling low and hard again. Catch by Bragley. What a snag by Julian. Placement by Manny. Stopped by Ben. Beautifully caught. Big forehand. Robote coming out. Manny makes the save. It attacks. Powerful forehand, low and hard. Manny for the Robote. Diving save is in play. Robote by Douglas right up the middle. Scoop by Carballo. And a beautiful Costello 2-all to score.
Bradley able to pass. CRB left side of Bote. Opens up to the outside. Inaki. Low and hard. Benny. Ooh, that died. One-handed effort. He saves it. It's a 2-wall. Oh, and it's in the net to score.
And a highlight of some of our best doubles in 2024. Once again, we have to add the disclaimer that is as assessed by Andrew Bleckman. Do I agree with all of them? I'll keep that to myself. Andrew has a good eye. He's getting to be a little, I don't know how to put it. Andrew was just this sheepish, quiet guy straight out of college, always had a smile on his face, and I don't know how quite to describe it. Just something about that kid. Now I can say that, no one else better, because if you start harping in the chat, you know what happens. I come out with both guns blazing, but he's my announcing partner, so I can say these things. I'm blaming it on Highlight, because Highlight, for the most part, one way or the other, kind of screws up anybody who has anything to do with it. Definitely playing-wise. We always talk about that. Big question. Does the sport make the players crazy, or does the sport attract crazy people to play it? Big question, which we will not answer today. Time. We are ready to begin Game 6. First of two feature singles games, played to 7 points, with all points doubling after the first round of play. This also begins the late pick 3. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Manu. Receiving in blue of post 2, Manny. Here's a serve. We begin. Benny on the backhand. Not cleared the overhead screen. Point 2. Receiving in the white shirt of post 3 is Julian. Ernesto, you are absolutely right. Andrew is a solid human. That he is. A genuinely good, kind, intelligent person. Great loving heart. That he does have. But if he feels strongly about something, he can get riled up. Here's a catch by Julian. Outside placement stopped, but not held on to by Benny. Point 3. Green shirt to post 4. Hyro receives. Oh, Ernesto, you still have no idea. We don't discuss that here. That's for out there. We're in here. This is highlight. We're here in our little box. Here's a backhand by Hyro. Powerfully thrown from the left side. Lotte forehand. Hyro from the right side. Low and hard to the inside. Julian will let it pass. Tries to make the rebote, and he does. Light touch. Hyro gets up there. 5 line. Outside placement scores. Well thrown by Hyro. Point 4. Black shirt of post 5. Douglas receives. It's really the same thing that I and others have thought about Ernesto. That Ernesto is just like, oh man, what a person. Just how great. And then you meet him and Genuinely a nice guy. Passionate about highlight like many of you, like many of us. Here's a backhand by Douglas. Beautiful catch. Powerful backhand. Douglas on the catch. Backhand to the inside. Douglas midcourt. Winding up. Costello 2-all. Read by Jairo. Stopped by Jairo. Douglas. He does that well. Reaches to his left side and makes a save. Jairo throws this over Douglas's head. Douglas from the 6th line. Low and hard to the inside. It will score. Well played by both players. 0.5. Yellow shirt to post 6. Arats. Thunderhawk, I can totally believe that. Again, the question is, which came first? Do you have to be crazy to be attracted to highlight, or does playing highlight make you nuts? In a good way. Low and inside. Arats reads it, winds up. Costello 2-all. Douglas reads that, stops it. High 3-wall play. Arats reads the rebote perfectly. Inside placement will score. Well done by Arats and Douglas. 0.6. Pink shirt at post 7, Nicholas receives. If you folks are interested in learning court positioning, just watch Arats. Arats' court positioning is almost unmatched on this roster. Big backhand by Nicholas. Rebote coming out. Point 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive is the purple shirt at post 8, number 20, Gaucheri. Thunderhawk, we're all about managing time here. In the traditional march out, you will, of course, see that with our friends to the north for the next 3 months, beginning in this Friday. We just have them practice, blow the whistle, get down to it. Rotate forehand by Gaucheri. Arats makes the catch at the 6th line. Low and hard to the inside. Scoop by Gaucheri. Here's the backhand. Rotate forehand. Gaucheri takes it in the air, winds up. Costello 2-all. Read by Arats, but he will not get there. Well thrown by Gaucheri to score. 0.8. We've completed the first round of play. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. First to return the red at post 1, Manu. Backhand by Manu. Rebote by Gaucheri is a 2-all that scores. 0.8. 8 with 3 points. Here's post 2. Benny. Beautiful catch by Benny. That serve was dropping and on the wall. Here's the backhand by Gaucheri. Benny from the 10 line, backhand 2-all. Lands in. It's scooped by Gaucheri. Pass it back from the forehand. Benny, great catch on the left side. Gaucheri, backhand. Benny saves this rebote. That's in play. Gaucheri makes the catch in the air at the 7 line. Low and hard. Benny's there. Benny on the backhand. Benny moves up to take it in the air. It goes off the tip of his cesta. 0.8. Straight points to a possible game point for the purple shirt at post 8, Gaucheri. Trying to stop him in the white at post 3 is Julin. Powerful forehand by Julin. Gaucheri on the scoop. Backhand. Catch by Julin up high. Picada. Big bounce brought down by Gaucheri on the left side. Robote forehand by Julin. Robote left side by Gaucheri makes a save. Julin moves in. He'll grab that on the forehand. Low and hard to the inside. What a catch by Gaucheri. Robote forehand to the inside. Gaucheri's there. Backhand from the 9. Point and a perfect game. Purple shirt to post 8. Gaucheri. 8 wins at 6 places. 4, 5, 2, and 3 will pair off and play off for show. 4 first serves to 5. Douglas on the catch. There's the backhand. Robote coming out. Robote left side for the big bounce by Jairo. It scores. Point 4. Five's eliminated. 2 serves to 3. Winner of this point meets 4 in the continuing playoff for show, which is 3rd place. Costado to the inside by Benny. Julin looking for the rebote. Makes the save. Benny backpedaling. Snags it on the forehand. Point 3. 4 serves to 3. This is show point. Excellent serve. Will score for Jairo. 4 shows. 8-6-4. Unofficial order. Finish 4. Game 6. Results and prices are official. $2 Quinella 6-8, $46. Trifecta, first, second, and third place finishing 8-6-4, 586.20. $2 wager on 8 to win, $12.40. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is Game 7. Game 7. A doubles match. Played at 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Game 7 will also conclude the high five for today. No scratches in Game 7. No scratches in Game 8. Post time for Game 7, about 6.5 minutes away. Good luck. I'm hearing that we have interesting handicapping on today's high five. We'll see those will pays here in just a moment. My, oh my, look at that. The 1 and the 3 apparently have multiple tickets on them, so the high five will go. Potentially. But if Bueno and Nicholas or Douglas and Manny are able to pull this out, The high five will continue to grow. See all those other ones paying $2,436.70. Congratulations on some awesome handicapping. So always good to see folks chatting enjoyably. You have the next 5 minutes to ask whatever questions or comments you may have. You have my undivided attention because Andrew's not here. So instead of talking to Andrew, I'll talk to you guys. Jatna, Ernesto, if you can ask a question that isn't controversial, like who is better, Mitch or Ara? You have to keep in mind that Ara sits next to me, number 31, that is. The original number 31. Rostock, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I like sometimes just announcing by myself. I mean, usually I do the play-by-play. And the back and forth with Andrew is great, but he's usually studying statistics. I mean, when you talk about a statistician, that guy lives and dies by stats. Absolutely lives and dies by stats. Thunderhawk talking about watching highlight at Melbourne once upon a time. Yes, at one time the sport had 10 frontons in Florida. Let's see. See if I can name them. I might be able to. You have Miami, Dania, Palm Beach, Fort Pierce, Tampa, Ocala, Orlando, Melbourne, Daytona, and Big Bend. Those were the 10 up through 1988. Then you had an 11th built after a majority of those closed. In the early 2000s, that was open for a couple years. Then the 3 in Connecticut, of course, Bridgeport, Melbourne, and Hartford. Rhode Island, of course, Newport, and then the 2 in Nevada. The 2 MGMs, 1 in Vegas and 1 in Reno. No, Rostock, I hadn't heard about. Who would vandalize? Why would someone go out and vandalize Ocala? Palm Beach is still standing, but it's really beyond repair. Same thing with Big Bend. Big Bend is still standing, but for the most part beyond repair. There's actually video for those of you who may be interesting. I guess they call it ruin porn, but it's, you know, people go to these abandoned locations, and I know that they've done one both for Palm Beach and for Big Bend. Fort Pierce was unfortunately taken down. Daytona taken down, of course. Melbourne, I believe, the building is still standing. It had been converted to a dog track a number of years ago. The news has a video. Kids went in and started spraying all the fire extinguishers and broke some Man, that's a shame. Yeah, you never like to hear that. Especially since they stopped playing highlight there, they kept the building up. Club 52 for the poker room up there, but the big building is still there. Some other companies have chosen to take their big buildings and either level them or move the poker rooms on, since there's no more dog racing. Look at those high five will pays. Steve M. Yes, I remember that. Melbourne converting to. I remember pulling up to Melbourne a couple times and still seeing the highlight cutouts on the front of the building, even though they were running dogs. Sorry, I like to call it greyhounds. Javier, absolutely. Alex has finally made the adjustment to the court. He's been playing fantastic lately, and Urbieta catches everything. Waiting for Urbieta to drop the ball. One can wait. An exceptionally long wait. On the screen, you see the Will Pays for the high five. Excellent handicapping. We are ready to begin our 7th game. It is a spectacular 7 doubles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Up first in serving in the red shirts of post 1, Bueno and Nicholas. Receiving in the blue of post 2, CRB and Manu. Here's the serve. We begin. Rebote forehand by Bueno. CRB gets in there. Velo. Bueno is ready for it. Karam. CRB got there. Safely throws it over Bueno. Here's Nicholas. Hard to the inside. Manu makes the scoop. Here's the backhand. Ball tipped. Point 2. Receiving, white shirts, post 3, Douglas and Manny. Francois, absolutely not. I'm actually already executing contracts for 2025, the entire year of 2025. So definitely not the last year. There has been some discussion of Magic City and Battle Court appearing in other states, but this will be the home for now. Beautiful placement by Douglas to score, point 3. Green shirts post 4 receive. Jairo and Benny. Right now, we're the only highlight fronton that is open for the most part year round. We're closed about 4 months out of the year, 5 months out of the year. About 4 months out of the year. We play some tournaments during that time. And our friends to the north in Broward County, we're just getting ready to begin a 3-month season. But right now, yes. For the remainder of this week, it's just Magic City and Battle Court. We're glad too. Thank you for asking. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Manny's there with a tip ball, point 4. Black shirts of post 5 taken to the court are Alex and Urbieta. Yes, in addition to driving highlight players crazy, I can tell you that rumors surrounding highlight, and this goes back, I don't know, 25 years, probably longer, rumors surrounding highlight players, and it's just mind-boggling. Urbieta on the forehand, right up the middle. Jairo's there. Rebote forehand by Jairo, caught by Alex. Alex outside placement. Will score. Well done. In this matchup, Alex is serving to the yellow shirts of post 6. We have Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri switches from left to right, takes it. Throws an outside placement to score. Well done, point 6. Yes, Ernesto, there's no restrictions on, we have a number of players who do other things. Some of them do other things full-time. Some of them have part-time gigs. Some of them, this is all they do. There's the catch by Gaucheri. Here's the backhand. Aratz with a rare drop ball, 0.6. 6 with 2 points. Here's post 8. Iñaki and Julian. No, the majority of these players, Ernesto, to answer your question, have a year-round contract. So they are still employees. The majority of the players, not all the players. Some of the players are only with us for a season, like some who you see visiting from overseas. And a few players have 6-month contracts, but for the most part, the majority of the roster is on a full-year contract. Here's the catch and the return by Julian. Robote forehand. Robote to the inside. Julian makes the catch. Julian, forehand from the 12 line to the inside. Robote by Gaucheri. Caught by Julian on the right side. Low and hard. Gaucheri moves in. Backhand from the 10 line. Inaki, great catch at the side wall. Keeps it on the wall the whole way. Robote to the outside. That goes off the tip of Inaki's cesta, 0.6. 6 with 3 points. We've completed the first round of play. All matchups are worth 2 points now to the end of the game. Bueno and Nicholas return. From year-to-year contracts are not guaranteed. No contract is guaranteed beyond the period that it's written for. Here's a backhand by Nicholas. And for the record, that's been the case in High Life for years. I do know of a few exceptions over the years of players who got 2-year contracts, but I've never seen anything longer than a 2-year contract in my time in management in High Life. Here's a backhand by Nicholas. Excellent catch by Ben in the corner. That's beautiful. Karam, stopped by Gaucheri. Gaucheri powerfully from the forehand. Will score. 0.6. Possible game point. Yellow shirts, post 6. Gaucheri and Ben trying to stop them are CRB and Manu. There's nothing in the contract to be negotiated. Some players do have other things that we do with them, but the contract itself and what it lays out and what they get, that's the same for everyone. Robote left side. Catch by Manu. Backhand by Manu. Gaucheri powerfully from the left side. Manu is there. Powerful backhand by Manu. Goes wall to wall. Robote forehand. Robote left side. Backhand by Gaucheri. And he's there. Backhand from the 11 line. Sherry calls for it. Launches it. Manu. Oops, CRB makes the Robote play. Nicely done by CRB. Manu, what a catch on the sidewall. Back to the 13 line. Ben lays another one up. Manu, powerfully from the forehand. Manu, rebote save. Big bounce to the inside. Ben has it at the 13 line. Backhand. Rebote forehand. Costado will score. Point and game for post 6. Perfect game again for Gaucheri, this time with Ben. 6 wins it. 3, 4, 5, and 2 will pair off and play off. For second and third place, 3 first serves to 4. There's a backhand by Benny. A low runner to the inside. Caught by Manning. There's a backhand by Benny. Catch by Manning. Douglas on the backhand from the 9 line. Rebote forehand. Douglas unable to make the save at the sidewall. Point 4. 5 serves to 2. The winner of this point meets 4 in the continuing playoff for second and third place. There's a backhand by Urbieta. CRB gets in there and makes the save. Alex will take that on the bounce. Hard throw. That hit the overhead screen. Point 2. 4 serves 2. This is for second and third place. Ernesto playing highlight is the perk. Manu on the backhand to the inside. Robote. Forehand by Jairo. Robote for CRB. CRB. 2-all. Oh, it scores. 2 places, 4 shows. Unofficial order finish 6-2-4. Your price will be up in a moment. And there you have it. The high five has been hit. 82886. 5 of 5 numbers returning. $2,436.70. Quinello 26, 5620, trifecta 624, 319.80. Up next is our 8th and final game. It is a spectacular 7. Singles match played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Game 8 will close out the late pick 3 for today. This is also our last game in advance of Battle Court at 5 p.m. when the Renegades will take on the Chargers. Post time for Game 8. 6 minutes. Good luck.
We in the house.
I went to the university. I said, do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
When I first got the email, I thought it was pranking me.
They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
If it's no contact in this sport, it's gonna be a piece of cake.
We knew going in, they're not gonna be great the first day.
It'll be like the Jamaicans with the
bobsled team.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
We got the streets on fire.
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I gotta win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Let's get ready to play.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the trailer for Magic City Hustle. It was a documentary made back in 2018. Winner of a grand prize in film for the Miami Film Festival in 2019. Tracked how the original players who joined us at Magic City in 2018 had no highlight experience. Not one of them had seen a highlight cesta before. Not entirely true. A couple of them had seen highlight cestas, but had never played. And how they trained, and how that first year went. And we are now light years from that first year. But it's a great watch, especially around the holidays. It is available on iTunes, as well as the Google Store, or you can go to Magic City Highlight or MagicCityHustle.com. Go straight to the website and download it. One download for life. And if you haven't seen it, you really should. It's not only very well done, but it's quite a touching story. It's having been part of this story, I find myself watching about once a year, and I mean, I know how it goes, and it still brings some laughs, some head shakes, and some tears. Very well done. We have 3 minutes to go before we begin Game 8. Don't forget that we have Battle Court at 5 p.m. today, getting close to the end of the Battle Court season. The Renegades will take on the Chargers. So at 5 p.m., we're going to start off with a singles match. Goanaga up against Benny. Second match of the day will be Gosheri versus Zuleika. Then all doubles. Goanaga Flores will take on El Barba and Arta. Correa and Ben will take on Iturbide and Gallo. Gosheri and Aratz will then take on Zuleika and Benny. Then Correa and Flores will take on El Barba and Gallo. That should be fun. It's always fun. That is Battle Court, which begins at 5 p.m. I agree. Those will be interesting matchups. How did we get Ara to be part of this? Was it a tough sell? No, it wasn't a tough sell. Ara was still doing work at Miami Highlight. And at that time, Dan Licciardi had come over and was working with Scott on this project. And Ara was given the assignment of training players, then realized that he couldn't do it 7 days a week. And they went and they picked on me. And so JR and I trained the players January, February, March, April, May, June of 2018. I went out for some shoulder surgery, and Tevin came in, did some training. Tevin's been part of the program for all that time. And the only thing with Ara was that he had been player manager for as long as he had at Miami Highlight, 20 years at Miami Highlight, 20 years playing, then 20 years as a player manager. And to have him come here, he had never taught anybody how to start from scratch. That's kind of where I came in. I had played in the Miami Highlight School from 1983 to 1988. So, and I worked at amateurs, so I knew what it was for guys to start off who couldn't hit the front wall, who'd swing it and throw it into the overhead screen or out. And so it was JR and I made a good combination. We both did look at each other at one point in 2018. We said, okay, we'll teach them how to throw right side. We'll teach them how to serve, the importance of catching left side. And then we looked at each other and said, who's going to teach them how to throw costado? Because, I mean, JR played at the highest professional levels possible, world-class player. I did not. But I played amateur for quite a long time. And you wouldn't want me teaching anyone how to throw a costado or a rebote. Time to begin. Let's begin. But yes, tune back in at 5 o'clock for Battle Court and take a look at MagicCityHustle.com. You'll enjoy it. I'd offer you a money-back guarantee, but I'm a little light this month. Okay, time to begin Game 8. It is a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points, points doubling after the first round of play. Up first and serving, red at post 1, Nicholas. Receiving the blue at post 2, Douglas. Here's the serve. We begin. There's a backhand by Nicholas. Douglas is there. Nicholas on the catch at the 8 line. Hard throw to the inside. Scoop high on the left side of Douglas. He throws the backhand wall to wall. Philo lands out. Point 2. Receiving, white shirts post 3. White shirt of post 3 goes Sherry. No, I can say in all sincerity, there wasn't any time that JR and I looked at each other and said, hey, we shouldn't be doing this. No, we developed quite a liking for the original 2018 guys and people who've joined the program since, without question. Been a great way to spend time in highlight. The ball crossing the sidewall perfectly on scoring, point 2. Green shirt to post 4, Rotz. So no one ever said run. This has been an absolute blessing to anyone who loves highlight. Here's a catch by Douglas, backhand from the 10 line. Rotz is there. Big backhand by Rotz. Rebote is coming to the 8 line. Douglas from the forehand. 2 pass. Not passing. Catch by Rotz. Rebote forehand. Just missed. Point 2. Receiving. Black shirt at post 5. Manu. Here's a backhand by Manu. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Manu with a tip ball, point 2. Douglas has 4 points and the serve. Receiving. Yellow shirt at post 6, Benny. Point 2. That's 5 points for Douglas. Now serving to Alex in the pink of post 7. Douglas on the catch. Here's the backhand. Douglas on the miss. Catching the ball behind him, a little difficult to do. Maintain control, 0.7. Fine, 5 straight points for Douglas. Alex takes over the serve, receiving purple at post 8, Hyro. And Steve Rostocki saying it's also a blessing that Magic City has been gracious enough to have the Us and Jack for the amateurs and old timers. It's been our honor. 0.7. First round is complete. Matchups are worth 2 points now through the end of the game. Nicholas returns, red at post 1. There's a backhand by Nicholas, powerfully thrown. What a catch by Alex. Alex blasted along the wall, and Nicholas makes the stop. Robote left side by Alex, right to the inside. Great catch by Nicholas. Here's the backhand. Juggling. Juggling is the call. And Alex reaches to the heavens and says, why, oh, why? 0.1. Well, when 2 points serves to post 3, go Sherry. The answer is definitely not up there. Thank you, Mo Crank. That's right. And World Supercourt. Sherry, difficult catch. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Nicholas. Touch the overhead screen. That's out of play, 0.3. 3 with 2 points. Here's post 4. Aratz. No, and JR and I are sitting here, and you get to see me and Andrew, but this is 100% a Scott Savin production. The World Highlight League. What an investment of time. And, of course, money. Here's a backhand by Aratz. But Scott's going to sell people on highline and get them to love it if it kills them. Not him, but them. Scoop, tip, 0.3. 3 with 4 points. Here's post 5. Manu. There's the backhand by Manu. Powerful forehand Robote by Gosheri. Well thrown. Manu plays it high. It kicks. Gosheri has it. Back to the inside. Manu read it perfectly. Scoops it up. Here's the backhand. Takes a little off of it so as not to feed the Robote. Scoop by Manu. Splitter comes to the left side of Gosheri. Gosheri's 2-all scores, 0.3. 3 with 6 points. Possible game point. Trying to stop him, Benny, yellow post 6. Len, we're about to finish this match actually, but if you tune back in right here at 5 p.m., you'll see Battle Court, which is a different format. And if you tune back in tomorrow at 1:30 p.m., we'll be able to talk to you. We don't talk during the Battle Court matches. But that's at 5 p.m. We think you'll like it. You'll pick up on the scope and the play quickly. Tostado, 2-all, scores for the win. One in game, post 3, goes Sherry. 3 wins it, 2 places, 7 serves to 1. This is show point. Nicholas on the catch. Alex looks for the Robote. Hard from the left side. Here's Nicholas. Backhand. Robote left side. Nicholas on the catch. Backhand. What a catch by Alex. Up the wall, down with the ball. Robote forehand. Nicholas takes it in the air. Costi inside. Alex is there. Forehand to the inside. Robote missed. 7. Shows. Unofficial order finish, 3-2-7. Your prices will be up in a moment. Your prices will be up in a moment. But while we're waiting for these prices, Leon, we're glad that you stumbled across this. And finally, the prices from our 8th game. 3-2-7 was the official order of finish. $2 quinella, 2-3. That's first and second in any order. $17.60. Trifecta, first, second, and third place finishing $115.60. The late pick 3, 863, 3 of 3 numbers, returning $236. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for this Monday afternoon performance of Live Highlight in the Magic City on the Highlight channel. We are glad that you chose to join us today and invite you to join us again tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. post time, when we will have 8 more Pelota games. But don't forget, at 5 p.m., just about an hour from now, right here, Battle Court. Monday Night Battle Court, when the Renegades will take on the Chargers. On behalf of the players, staff, and management of Magic City Highlight, Battle Court, and the World Highlight League, we thank you for joining us and hope to see you at 5 p.m. right here for Battle Court. Have a good day, everyone.